recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios and broadcast across Brisbane on 102.1 FM.
You're listening to Z Games, where we bring you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture.
Want to get in touch? Text in on 0420 626 733.
Coming at you live from 4ZZZ Studios. You might be listening to us across Brisbane on 102.1 FM or across the world online. Download Z Games right now.
Like and subscribe.
I love the interwebs.
Do it. Are we gonna bing?
Bing, 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 bing.
Bell me,
us.
baby. Yeah,
I was going to say bell us, baby.
Bell us.
God, we can't even do
No,
it.
bell
right.
me, baby.
Stroke
it's
counter
my
is now at
saying.
3.
Big bell me.
Chandler Bing. This is indeed Z Games, and it's
If you
okay.
couldn't tell.
We're all fine. We're doing just fine. I swear. My name is Jack, and I'm in studio with Rani. Hello.
Hello.
Kate.
Yes.
Kosh.
Hi.
And Caitlin.
Woo.
Happy
you-
Wednesday, everyone.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Exactly.
I saw both of you go for it. I'm like, bring it back.
It always goes in the same direction, and I don't know why anybody is surprised anymore.
I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed in you kids.
No, well, I mean, I did say to you all, I was like, look, if I give any of you
you're not
stink eye or
getting
bitch face, it's because I'm just under the weather and I don't actually hate any of you. It's fine.
That's okay.
Because my mom was like, how much of a shitty mood are you in? And I'm like, Mum, I've had 3 soups today and I'm still not feeling good.
Did you have chicken noodle?
No, I had minestrone and some other vegetable one.
How do you live?
Yeah, that's why
You can't live without chicken noodle soup. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Chicken bones in my freezer
It's
if you
coming
want some
tomorrow.
soup.
You need to go to a Chinese restaurant.
Chicken bones.
Get that chicken
That chicken and corn.
Yes,
Ooh, that's
that will
actually a
make
really,
you
really
better
good
and
idea.
Heal you.
I like that idea a lot.
More than my bones.
Your freezer is just broccoli and bones, and it's very cursed, and I don't agree with it.
I love it.
We're going to be talking Final Fantasy 14.
What?
Oh, no, genuinely. It's just 3
Yeah.
bags of frozen broccoli and 3 bags of bones.
Yep.
That's it.
I froze my bones.
I'm hoping
and I
I'm
can
hoping
make
chicken
frozen broth.
bones at this point, really.
I froze my bones because I knew that at some stage I would probably get sick.
Yeah, so
I'm
you're
missing
just a
a
puddle
leg.
in the studio right now. You're not actually bones at all, it's just skin.
So instead of
Some.
like going out and using broth that you can buy from the supermarket, you make your own.
I noticed that a lot of my meat came with their own bones, so I decided to keep them.
I can't fathom the idea of being sick and making chicken broth. Like I couldn't do that.
You just put
I'm
some
sick and
bones
I
in
can
some water and
I
boil
can
it
barely
for a day
heat
or
up
two.
soup.
Welcome to the soup cast on Wednesdays.
So this is a game about video games. That's why we're going to... It's a video game show.
coming back.
It's a
We're
video
coming
game show.
Next up,
Yeah.
gazpacho.
Oh, my God. Thank God we're 16, 17 minutes in now. Kosh,
Yeah,
you've
hi.
been playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yep.
You have not yet gotten to the expansion yet.
I haven't made soup in that either.
So you're going to... Shut up. I'm going to play the Knuckles game.
Yeah, I know.
Game song. I'm just going to...
This is my revenge. Yeah. Free revenge.
So we're going to cover
Yes.
the expansion later.
Yeah, because I'm not up to it yet.
Yeah.
But I have been playing it, and it's so pretty. I'm a beautiful cat boy, and I don't want to do anything else in life.
The
except-
Makode are
Yeah,
so important, and I love all of them.
Exactly, and I don't want to do anything else in life.
And Caitlin, you're just a real thirsty girl because you've been playing a lot of Mass Effect.
Like, okay,
Have you made soup in Mass Effect?
Jesus. So, all right.
Stop bringing it back.
You can't. Sad.
Damn.
So sad. So my girlfriend went to Smash on the weekend.
Yes,
so
that
I
was in Sydney?
Yeah. Got her weeb on. Yelled about Chinese boys with everybody. Anyway, so
Chinese, Korean, Japanese, take your pick. It's all
I
good.
had like several nights to myself, home alone, and I was like, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna romance my dinosaur wife who
Why?
got her. Got him. So, yeah, no, I achieved romance.
Oh no!
I achieved romance
Got him.
with my dinosaur wife. So now I am in a loving
Which Mass
relationship
Effect
with a
game is
Turian.
this? Which Mass Effect game is this?
Andromeda. And it's being
that's
patched,
why.
so her head only goes backwards sometimes.
I was like, Garrus is not female from what I recall.
No. So
Oh, it's so
Vetra,
powerful.
Yeah.
Vetra, the Turian
Yes,
mercenary.
yeah, cool.
She is very, very good, and I love her a lot. So I've been romancing her and playing the shit out of it.
Good.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk
Yeah,
about
a bit.
just thirst in general.
Just
and Final
more
Fantasy
romance.
14.
Well, yeah, because
You attended a wedding in Final Fantasy
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, so I got to attend a wedding, which was pretty interesting. I got dressed up. There's actual suit items and like bridal dresses and stuff like that.
I'll say this though. I am going to an actual wedding in September, and I hate how goddamn expensive it is that I even have to attend. I don't even shop at Woolworths anymore. Like, my life is that. Final Fantasy 14. Why
Pretty
can't they
much.
just get married in 14?
Yeah, just get married in 14.
Yeah,
you
just
do
have
not
an
wear
artificial-
pants because you're wearing pants in the game, and then you can
Yeah.
just sit there and take photos for an
Cody
hour
and
because
Kat,
that's what we
maybe,
did.
maybe I just want to attend your wedding in my undies, alright? Like,
Let's just do it virtual.
And also as a cat.
can you get married in VR chat?
Yes.
Oh, probably. Yeah, almost definitely. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
there's
If
tons
you
of
try hard
avatars.
enough, you can get married in whatever game
true.
you want to get married in. Like all of those games you played as a kid. Like I don't
true.
know, like
What games?
RuneScape, dude.
Buying RuneScape GX.
RuneScape, yeah. Jesus.
I
Bring
envy
it back.
I
Yeah.
envy you.
True.
Oh,
Okay.
oh
Second
god, no! I
guys.
just had a weird and horrible flashback.
Before we revisit
Same.
that, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the week in gaming news and talk about how we can now all afford Switches.
Yay.
Across Australian radio and across the world online. From 4ZZZ Studios in Brisbane, this is your weekly Z Games News Update. Nintendo has announced a smaller revision of their Switch console, and it's called the Nintendo Switch Lite. It's designed specifically to play games in handheld mode as it lacks video output support and has integrated controls. Available colours on release will be yellow, grey and turquoise, though a special edition will launch shortly before Pokemon Sword and Shield come out. Switch Lite will release on September 20th in Australia for $329. Atlus has announced that Persona 5 will be adapted into a stage play in Japan. Going under the name of Persona 5 The Stage, the plot will be a retelling of the events in the game, where the Phantom Thieves use the power of personas to steal the hearts of corrupted adults. Joker is to be portrayed by Hiroki Ino, and the script is being written by Hideyuki Nishimori, who has previously done other game-based stage shows. The stage play is set to be shown in Tokyo and Osaka from December 13th to 15th. Sony Interactive Entertainment is opening a new office in Adelaide, creating 32 new engineering roles for South Australia. To assist with the new office, the South Australian State Government is contributing $480,000 from the new Economic and Business Growth Fund. Commenting on the opportunity, Acting Minister for Trade, Tourism and Investment Tim Whetstone said, quote, "By building a culture of creativity and innovation, we are not only encouraging major companies to South Australia, we are giving young students who want to work in this field the ability to stay here in SA and not have to travel interstate for these types of exciting opportunities." End quote. That's all for now. For more gaming updates, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as @ZEDGamesAU. Switch Lite, not Mini. Switch Lite.
Oh,
is
is it?
Meh.
Yeah, I thought it was a mini.
I keep,
it was Mini.
I keep calling it Mini.
Yeah.
It is $329. It is no longer $470 retail. It is $329.
Kochie is the only one who is not impressed.
So, Kosh,
I'm so excited.
Tell me about why you're not impressed.
Because it's handheld only and RIP 3DS.
What do you mean, RIP
Yeah.
3DS? It has had no games come out for it for like 2
Yeah.
years. It had Luigi's Mansion.
No.
Two.
That's
That
fine.
was it.
That's the final nail in the coffin. This is the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
The
It's-
Switch
it's
Lite
over.
is
Yeah.
the final nail in the coffin. For
Yeah, well, I
the
mean,
3DS,
like, also, like,
which is
rip
fine.
the DS and the Game Boy Advance. Like, what's your point?
Yeah,
Like,
but that's fine. But the fact that it's handheld only, I like the Switch that I can play. I just got Monster Hunter Generation
Yeah.
Ultimate, so I like sitting there in my couch and like playing it on the TV.
Yeah.
And just having that option available to me is really, really good. Not having that taken away is kind of a pain to me.
See,
also,
yes, I
no
think it's
detachable
more-
Joy-Cons. It's just...
Okay. I think this console is more for people like me that don't have a TV and just want a handheld.
her lounge room is empty.
Can I?
Yeah, do it.
So I was actually quite excited when I heard this was coming out because I've been wanting a Switch for a long time. But I'll explain why.
Cool.
So the main games I'm excited to play on Switch are Animal Crossing and Pokemon.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
both of those games I've only ever played on handheld anyway. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, if it comes to the end of the year and I'm still not like, I can justify a full Switch, then I have an option where I can still play those games
Yeah.
and not have to spend heaps of money because Switches are expensive. And this one's still, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap, but it is
it's
cheap relative.
less. Yeah.
And I think
that was sorry.
Go.
I was going to say that was another reason that I was very much interested in it because I've been every month or two I say, "Oh, Jack, I really, really
You've
want
been
a
saying
Switch."
for like the last 6 months.
Yeah, I've been saying it since I bought my brother one for Christmas. Like that was December last year.
I mean, another announcer on the show, my God, year and a half ago, was like, "Should I buy a Switch or moving insurance?" And I'm like, "B, definitely buy moving insurance." She was moving to
Yeah.
Melbourne, and she was like, "Should I buy a Switch?" And I'm like, "Buy insurance."
yeah.
I don't think she has a Switch. Oh no, she has a Switch now. It's fine.
So I use my Switch almost exclusively handheld.
This is the thing.
Or
Yeah.
I plug
Yeah.
it into my computer monitor actually because I still live with my parents,
Yeah.
so I don't have
just have it in your
access
room.
to the TV.
Yeah.
It's just in my room. In fact, my parents stole my Switch HDMI cord to use it the other night. But
So
the
rude.
thing is that I use my Switch almost exclusively handheld. So now I
A lot of people,
don't really
I feel.
see the point in having the Switch Lite.
But people bring up
Oh.
the cost a lot, though.
That's fair.
Especially with the cost, because it's kind of like it's not that much cheaper than the Switch.
it's really
Considering the
not.
Switch a lot of the time is on sale or in a bundle.
No, but that's the thing. You apply the same logic to
Yeah.
Switch Lite, and you're like, sick, $329 RRP. Cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna see that at maybe like $290,
Yeah.
like 6 months out from release. I wouldn't be surprised if you like found a cheeky special on like eBay. That's how I got my Switch, right? Like, I think that sub 300 is way easier to swallow, especially for parents, which is why they're gonna sell so many Switches.
Well,
this
yeah,
year.
that's definitely
Around
what I was
Pokemon.
thinking
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it going to
Yeah.
be slightly more durable? Like, I'm terrified of dropping my Switch. But, like, from what I've seen of the Switch Lite, it looks like it's got a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
Around the
It
like,
looks like
the
it's got
screen
extra
and-
plastic.
Yeah.
You can't detach the Joy-Cons either, so you can't put them around backwards if you're a kid. Because that was when
See,
the
that's
Switch
the thing.
released.
When you
Yeah.
hold the Switch and
Yeah.
you're like, this feels like there's not a lot of flex on the Switch Joy-Cons, but you can still feel that there's flex. I feel like this, and I want to get my hands on it, this is closer to maybe like a 2DS, right? Where
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
could kill a man with that thing.
Yeah.
That cheese wedge, that doorstop, kill a man.
Yeah.
I love the 2DS. It was so good. And also, like, I don't think, as much as, like, the Vita wasn't, like, super durable, like, I don't
Yeah.
think people complained that, I mean, 4 people bought a Vita, but I don't think that many people
Yeah.
complained about how,
My
like,
brother was one.
There's dozens of us.
how,
Dozens.
like, you had a Vita, it didn't feel frail.
No,
right?
it was a good piece of plastic. It was durable. Chucked it in my bag after,
Yeah.
and there was no problem at all.
Just a Switch Lite is fine, man.
I like having the option.
Yeah, but you're a blindlist.
I'm a blindlist. No, well, I'm a PC gamer,
Beat you to
right?
it.
At the top. So, like, I like customizability. I like options. Having
Yep.
just the ability to have options of handheld, docked, and be able to detach the controllers and play multiplayer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that console
Yeah,
has
fair.
2-player straight away.
I am absolutely with you on that. Like I'm the exact same like PC player, and then I have because I have GameCube controllers that plug in with the USB actually.
Yeah.
Then if all of a sudden somebody else wants to play, I've got the Joy-Cons there, and if for some reason 3 people can play. Or if for some reason someone random comes in and is like, "Hey, I want to play too," you can just be like, "Haha, you two have to play on the tiny
The
little
tiny,
ones."
like,
Yeah.
the wafer stick controllers.
Oh, it's the best.
That is like, admittedly, while I saw it and I'm excited for it, and I definitely understand the market,
Yeah.
that was one thing that I was like, okay, but if you buy a Switch, usually you buy a Switch, you've got 2 additional controllers that you can use to play multiplayer, and then potentially you can have 4 people playing at once if you've got 2 sets
An
of
extra
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons, yeah.
But then with the Switch Lite, I don't think that comes into it, because you can't detach them, so you can't pair up to a separate Switch. Which
But would
Yeah.
the Switch Joy-Cons be compatible with
They
them? Okay.
They've been confirmed as
Yeah.
So all of the every game that is compatible in handheld mode and tabletop mode
Yeah.
are playable on Switch Lite. You obviously cannot output it to a TV, but that's why tabletop mode is technically there. There is no kickstand though. So people are like, well, what do you need to do? Prop
So
it
you have
up
to
on
buy
something.
one.
You have, yeah.
Well, you just prop it up on like a case or something. There's going to be like weird third-party cases, right? So I don't think that's a big problem. Although playing 4 to 8 player Smash on like a 5.5 inch
gonna
screen,
Oh, that won't
not a
happen.
good
No.
idea.
No.
Not so much. But
I don't like playing Smash and
No,
You just
it's a
have to
TV
play
game.
it on
It's a
the
TV
TV.
game.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
too
There's
small.
too much.
It's a GameCube controller.
I think it's
Yes,
just
obviously.
like the fact that you've still got Switch regular and you've got full cream Switch and then you've got light Switch.
Yeah.
I think that having both means that now Nintendo can reach
Extra
the
cream
hardcore
Switch.
gamers.
Yeah, no, get Switch Pro.
And
Switch Pro.
Switch Pro's not coming. It's just a TV.
Bring
Shut
it.
up.
Bring it. Give it. I want it. I want
not-
Switch Pro.
It's like, no.
It's giant and it has giant Joy-Cons on
Yeah,
the
it's like
side. and
It's
you're
a
like,
phablet.
Switch
Yeah.
Lite.
takes
Switch Lite
4
is just a
people.
handheld.
Yeah.
Switch connects to your TV. Switch Pro is a TV.
can you imagine?
Yeah, with
this
the big
like,
Joy-Cons on the side, and you're pressing the buttons.
like really close.
It
They're
was
like,
just like
do not
flailing in the
play.
studio. It's incredible. I love it so much.
I love the thought of the big like.
Just like pushing the joystick, being like, Mario, just move, please. Just work with me.
I can't do up airs and smash at the same time. I can't reach both sides of the screen.
I can't see what's happening. I'm 30 centimeters from the screen. I'm so sorry.
I love this show. This show is the worst.
wonderful.
It's oh god, what an experience. Whatever. Now you just have less time to be thirsty, and now you just have less time to talk about cat boys. But it's okay because we can do that
Yeah.
off air.
Pretty much.
This is Zed Games, though. Believe it or not.
It's still Zed Games.
Kosh.
Yo.
Very quickly, talk about what Final Fantasy XIV is. Let's
Final
go.
Fantasy
Let's
is
go.
an MMO based in the Final Fantasy world.
Oh man!
It's been out for quite a while. They kind of rebooted it.
They did reboot it.
As it was really bad when it kind of launched.
It's Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn.
Yeah, and
the
now
official
it's,
name.
so it's Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn, and then the new expansion that just came out is called Shadowbringers. So put all that in a
No,
title.
a Realm Reborn isn't part of it anymore. It's just Shadow. It's Final Fantasy
just
XIV Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So they've kind of truncated that, and just,
Yeah.
it just doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it's not as bad as like Cadence of Hyrule, the Legend of Zelda featuring Crypt of the
I
Necrodancer,
hate
which is
it
the
already.
full
Oh, yeah.
title of that game.
I hate it. But yeah, so it's an MMO. If you haven't played an MMO, just think of World of Warcraft and then just turn all
Yeah.
the beauty and graphics up to 11.
And all the armor and
And
all
all-
of like the character customization
Yeah.
and just thoughts. Oh god, I just love that game so
Everyone's
much.
pretty everywhere. It's all sparkly and shiny.
And everyone's real thirsty all the time.
And everyone's real thirsty, yes, definitely. Because, oh my god, the animations and everything, oh, wonderful. But yeah, so exploring, it's your basic questing system. Kill X of Y, gather Z of A, 1, 2, 3,
Just go around the
get bigger numbers.
pass go, collect $200 in the alphabet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
avoid jail.
Go
And then
no, do not pass go. Go directly to jail.
go directly to jail, not the dungeon.
Because
No.
you keep looking at all the Final Fantasy XIV Ken doll bodies.
Sure. But is that just you?
No, that's a lot. That's a big part of Twitter.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it is Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter's the
Blame
worst.
Twitter.
I mean, that's Smash. Like, yeah, it's just
the whole
people
weekend.
being thirsty. So I feel like the questing system is not super duper new.
It's not new.
There's not
but
a whole lot new about the game in general, but it
I
just
feel like it
feels
does it really well though because
good.
it flows really well. Like I'm like
It's a
level
good feeling
30 at the
game,
moment.
yeah.
Where you can there's a main story and there's lore behind it that actually makes sense and you get invested in. But then wherever you go, there's always little side quests to do as well. Some of these, and there's little different ones. So there's ones that you will get that will give you extra items. There's ones that will let you do extra things, and then ones that you can also get for each of your classes. So there's like 13 classes in the game, I
It
think.
keeps growing. It's hard to keep
Yeah.
track of the number.
It's hard to keep track, but then you can do all of that as one character. So you don't need to make 17 alts to do everything.
Indeed, you only get one character slot if you pay the normal
the
amount.
entry subscription
Yeah.
per world.
But it's okay because you just juggle so many different jobs.
Pretty much. And so it's all based on your primary weapon.
Yes.
That you equip. So if you want to be a miner, you can like mine stone and stuff like that.
MINER.
Yeah.
Yeah, minor.
Yeah, mine diamonds. If you want to mine diamonds.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
Nope,
Oh,
definitely didn't want to have adult responsibilities anymore.
No.
Every
Yeah, if you
Lala
wanna be a
felt is
child
a
again.
minor.
I was like, don't
Back
do
to
it.
Twitter.
They are though. Like they're just they're so small. SMOL. Like
Small. But yeah, that's really the big pulling point of it, I think, is because you don't have to switch to 17 different alts. You can just have one character that can do everything. You level up like on level 30, I think, as a gladiator, but then if I wanted to, I could switch back to level 1 and then be a dancer or something, and
Which
then have it like that.
makes the leveling kind of a pain in the butt because, like, you run out of low-level quests to jump into sometimes.
Yeah, so you have to do fates. So fates are like world quests. That
I
kind
love
of pop
fates.
out.
Oh, I love fates.
So you're just running around, and then all of a sudden you're like, there's a fate joined, and then you're killing the big version of this monster.
It's like the Guild Wars 2, like the dynamic world, and you just have big bosses, and you just really just rock up, and everyone's like, "Oh God, we gotta work together," and then everyone stops playing the game.
Pretty much, and then everyone walks away. I mean, it can be the same with Final Fantasy, only at the moment because the Shadowbringers is out, so everyone's doing the high rank stuff. So I'm running around level 30, maybe seeing like 2 or 3 people running around, so we might do a couple of fates together,
Cheeky
and then we'll
fates,
go, awesome, cheeky fates, and then run away, and then go, all right, bye, and then,
Dungeons, I feel like, are also pretty fun.
Dungeons are fun.
Like,
They've got the duty finder as well, so you
and
can
that makes
just
it
go and do
really
that.
easy. Like, if you
Queue
are
up while
a
questing.
healer, which I was, look, it's very important,
And
you
I'm a
can
tank.
find DPS and tanks really, really easily while you're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's easy to jump in. It's a good looking game. It's a good sounding game. God,
Yep.
it's the soundtrack
The music,
is so good.
The music
oh
is so
my
good.
God.
And then I just got a chocobo for the mount, and every time you mount it,
it's gorgeous.
it starts playing it every time, and I'm like, I'm never
getting over it.
This.
No,
This is going to be good. So I'm really, really enjoying it. Hopefully I can get to it soon.
It's nothing new, but go and play it because it's good fun, and it's also, like, as far as subscription games go, it's one of the last few subscription games where it kind of feels like you're getting your money's worth.
I feel like I am.
Yeah.
If I'm one of the only games that I'm playing at the moment, so I'm definitely getting my money's worth.
Also, nice voice break. Also,
Thanks. I'm 26. Why has this happened to me?
Feels great with the controller. I'm not sure if you're playing with keyboard and mouse, but it feels
I'm playing
great with a controller.
Okay, I haven't tried controller yet.
Well,
but
it's on PS4. It's free to play on PS4. Oh, it's free to play.
Yeah.
You don't technically need to pay up until level 20. So if you want to get to like the extra bonus stuff, no, it's free to play until level 20. So you get that PS4, go and download it. Yeah.
And there's bunny girls there too.
Yes, I heard the Vieira in there now.
So there's bunny girls now as well. So there's cat boys and bunny girls.
Oof.
You're a little bit thirsty for Vieira?
Oof.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fran. I'll stop. Sorry.
Get
Hello,
thirsty.
I'm
It's
back.
thirst time. It's thirst time.
Yeah.
I'm Knuckles.
I'm Knuckles. So sad you can't do romances in Sonic games, isn't it?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is,
Insights for that,
actually.
we don't anymore.
I don't want to
need it.
deal with romances in, like, what was the weird insert character? Sonic
Sonic
Forces?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I went to space a little while ago, and
Same.
I played
Haven't
like
we all
a
been to space?
truckload of Sonic Forces, and I was weirdly good at it.
Wait, was that most of what you did when you were launched into space?
No, I just was like in a really weird, like, time was going really slowly for like 2 days, and I was like, I need to do something. I'm losing my mind. I don't know if anything's real. So I played Sonic Forces and I smashed down, I'm not even kidding, 10 levels. I was like, I cleared 10 levels, and my girlfriend was just like, you did what?
She gets home for like 8 hours of work, and you're just like on a different planet. You're just like,
Somehow in a Sonic onesie. Just it's been acquired by the game.
where did it come from?
Yep. Fun story. Anyway, yes, no, I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect because, I don't know, I just, like, several weeks ago I was like, I really want to play Mass Effect.
Look,
And
I would if they had better male romances. All I want to do is just sleep with Liam.
Yeah, it's like the same thing for Cora. Like, you look at Cora and you're like, oh,
Let's go.
let's go. And
No.
she's like, no, thank you, men's only. And I'm like, you literally lived with the Asari. What are you talking about? Like, there's a female-only race who are just, like, all pansexual. And you're like, but I
Men
like
only.
dudes, though. I'm like, why?
Shut up!
Picky right now.
That is the thing that frustrates me maybe the most about BioWare games, is that everyone is like either this, that, both, everything. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they all have... So, yeah.
That's
but
video games. They have to like put the rules in and write the dialogue, and it's like
Yeah.
it's too much effort to write. Like it's too much. I just want to sleep with everyone. Okay, BioWare, you got it.
one thing I do find interesting about Andromeda...
Moving on.
So, Andromeda has a character called Jarl, who is one of the Angara aliens.
Jarl's such a weird male
He's
romance.
so weird. But he wasn't originally available for
He got
men
patched
to
in,
romance.
yeah.
And people complained so much that BioWare actually patched it in. And I haven't played his romance story because I usually go down the gay lady route.
I highly
Surprise.
recommend just watching it on YouTube because
Yeah.
it is so weird.
It's weird. He's so like, I don't know. People love him. I don't get the appeal.
Look, I kind of get the appeal, but like also, I
Yeah.
just want to goddamn sleep with Liam.
That's so sad. You get Gil, so
It's not this. It's
Woo.
not. Right?
whoa.
Hang on, Gareth's best romance. Come on.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about Andromeda.
I have not played any of
Sorry,
the
I don't
other.
know what that game is.
I have not played any of the other Mass Effect games, and I tweeted the other.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I know.
Sorry, what? Like, you've
I-
only played Andromeda.
I know.
What?
I know. I need to play the other ones. So I tweeted the other day that I hadn't, and somebody was like, "Have you played the other ones?" And I was like, "No." And he was
No.
like, "Please do and stream it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I need
I have a
to
full-time
play.
job.
I need to play the other ones because I've only experienced, like, obviously I've played a couple of Dragon Age games, but I've only played the one Mass Effect game, and I like it a lot.
You're better off playing Dragon Age, though. Let's be real.
But I want to play more. I want the shepherds.
You want more? Yeah.
Because there's shepherds and like different characters and stuff like that. Like, I'm all about that. I love that. And yeah, BioWare is where my main interest in romance in games lies, because they have these good little storylines. And I felt real stupid the other night because I got, like, I don't know, 5 minutes of a scene with Vetra, and I was just like, yeah! The last 20 hours have been worth it! Wow!
That's why I just look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's way better that way. It's like the payoff, you'd think it'd be there, but
It's
it's
20
really not.
hours of goddamn tension, 5 minutes. You're like,
I kissed my dino wife! Woo! Sorry to the levels. Oh, wow. That
bright
one?
red.
That one?
Bright red.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah, I picked mics. It's been 4 weeks. I'm just making up for lost time.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
I've been playing Mass Effect the whole time.
Launched into space. Really,
Yeah, and
it really
being in
screws with
space.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, being in space.
So let's talk about thirsty experiences for like 4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
everyone's favorite animated character from a game? Like, what would be your
so
all-time?
hard.
Oh.
We need a week to prep for this.
Yeah, I can't answer this on the spot.
Jesus.
Or like, in what video game did you realize you like had a crush? Or is there a video game where you're like, I crush on that?
I'll say Final Fantasy didn't help. Like Final Fantasy
Yeah.
did. Like Final Fantasy. Look, 12 now. Oh,
12.
13 was actually a pretty good time. Look, I'm just saying, Snow's a really good looking character.
I definitely
was
had
that?
a crush on
Too bad the
Fran.
video game was bad.
It was a bad video game.
I wouldn't play it at all.
But he changed his look up in 13 too, and it was a slightly better video game, and I was even hot for that.
I didn't want to hear heels for 30 hours.
Screw you. He's a hot character.
That's fine. You can watch watch it on
Clock,
YouTube.
clock,
Yeah,
clock,
exactly.
clock.
I don't want to hear that for so long.
It's okay, there's Rule 34, man. It's all good.
Exactly.
I like Fran. I liked Fran a lot when I was young. We already talked about her.
Final Fantasy 12 friend.
But I was very thirsty for Fran when I was like, I don't know how old I was when I was playing Final Fantasy 12. I would have been like 16 or something.
Well, I
and
mean-
I would like make the camera go around so it was like looking at her butt and I'd be like, ooh, what are you doing?
Saucy.
Nothing, Mum.
Like regional Tasmania. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just getting real hot for 12.
I don't know what it's doing.
On your like crappy CRT on the PS2. Oh.
So I don't know like who the friend character is, just because I haven't
Oh,
experienced
we need
it.
to bring up photos.
No, but the thing that instantly came to mind was just Fran, like the Mr. Sheffield, the
Yeah.
old 90s
Fran
TV show.
Fine.
Fran
Yeah.
Fine, and I was like,
The nanny.
then
Oh.
yeah, that's
She's
it. I was
also
like, why?
hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was very, very confused. I was like, why is the nanny in Final Fantasy?
What about you two?
Well, I was just thinking, the whole butt comment just made me, like, immediately
Flashback.
remember, but Samus, though?
Oh, Samus.
Yeah.
But I honestly
Absolutely.
spent all of Life of Strange just, like, drooling.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
just the entire... And, like, it might have been a little bit awkward for my boyfriend at the time. It's just like, I'm sitting here like, oh, why
He just
can't
puts
I
a towel down. For the drool. For drool.
Drooling.
What about you, Kate? Moving on.
See, this is a hard one because I think like early video games for me either didn't include they either didn't include fictional characters, like it was, you know, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, or like
I love the
Daniel
one.
Simpson.
yes, like
Daniel
of course we
Simpson's
had it.
Lime Scooter.
Yeah, exactly. Or
What a
I
great
guess
romance plot.
in some of the like what was that? Amped. There were some cute characters in that. I can't remember any of their names though because they were just like characters that you passed by. And then I would just use Sims to make cute people.
Oh, yeah.
I was about
Like,
to
that
say,
was where
what
I was
about
at.
making hot Sims and then making
Yeah.
them hook up and being like,
yeah, and
Yeah.
playing that storyline for
Yeah,
myself.
that's definitely me. That's exactly what I look like with a six pack.
It's just like you three like going like full Sims and like Kosh and I being like,
We're just weird.
See, I just
I tried to say
like
no
the
Sims
more
talk.
obscure.
That's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
No, I know. I'm fighting a losing battle.
as much as I wish that we could go into like IMVU and Second Life and like all this
Oh,
other
yeah.
crap,
God.
we've literally run out of time again. So I swear to God, we'll dedicate an entire half of the
Yes.
show next week
It's okay.
to thoughts. But I want to
need
get.
to.
I
so
want
much
it.
time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not in
Give me for a
space.
pie. I'm not. I wasn't. Yeah, it's fine.
You're back. It's all good.
Back.
I'm
Knuckles.
back. I'm Knuckles. I found the song.
Dang it.
So
Why are you like this?
check us out online. We are zgamesau.net. We're not. The website is. That's where you go for the podcast, obviously. Go to zgamesau for the social media posts. We post a lot of memes. Lime Scooters. Daniel Simpson Lime Scooter 2. Best game. Old Mate. Rix and Ali. You hit your ankle.
Lime Scooter Underground.
It's the best meme. Go and look at it. And yeah, next week, maybe you'll get to Shadowbringers.
Might get to Shadowbringers, just depending on how long I binge over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll talk more about video games. It'll be great. Hopefully, it
course
won't be
we
sick.
will.
Or
Yeah.
Romance Part 2.
That's what we
We
do.
spent a good 20 minutes of this show, 4 hours of this show talking about your fridge, Kate. Like, I don't know if you forgot. But like,
Yeah,
Bring back the soup. Bring back the soup.
the soup talk. It's okay. Well, we're not going to do the soup
Soup
talk. Soup 2. Daniel Simpson's Soup 2. We love and appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Bye.